Hello there. I know you've found this somehow. Perhaps another one of your fans sent it to you. Or perhaps I sent it to you personally. Maybe you found this all by yourself, while searching for a good story to read on your YouTube channel. Well, I know who you are. Well, all of your fans do, of course. Someone who reads these creepy stories out loud for us, with your soft, smooth voice, making it all sound so much scarier. The others are all the same, reading the same couple stories: Slender Man, Jeff the Killer, Candle Cove, the usual. They all use the same background music, and the same mildly unsettling photographs. But you have a talent for it. These stories hardly scare you, but sometimes you find one that does spook you, but only for a bit. Sometimes you have a sinking feeling. Maybe these demons really do exist. Maybe these psychopaths are still on the loose. Maybe some of these stories aren't just fiction for you to read to those who are just looking for a good scare. Maybe someone has been listening in for a different reason than that. You found one. You're doubting this now. I can tell. But by the end, you will read my story. I know it. I know you. I'm your biggest fan. Just like the others, I love these stories, but in a different way. They're listening in because they love to be scared. It gives them a rush. It makes their hearts jump up to their throats. Makes them want to check their windows and hide under their blankets. I like them for different reasons. They give me inspiration. I get off on them. I'll bite the skin off of one of my fingers just to have the taste of blood in my mouth while I'm reading. To make it feel more authentic. But then, I found you. It's so much better having someone read to you, don't you think? Especially with a voice as sweet as yours. I long for you to say my name. Sadly, that will never be a reality. I can't give you my name. I mean, I could, but where's the fun in that? You like creepypastas, don't you? That's why you started your little hobby. Let me make this more fun for you. Or at least, more fun for me. I'm not going to give out my name, my age, my gender, or anything to pinpoint just who I am. I'm just another among thousands of subscribers. I could be a burly old man, like in the Pen Pal series, or I could be a sexy young seductress, like in the dating game. Or I could be something inhuman altogether. If I told you I was a demon, you'll edit your pretty voice to sound like however you'd imagine I sound. I don't want that. And if I told you I was a woman, you'd have a woman read this, instead of reading it yourself. But no, I want you to read it personally. And if you deny, well, come on now, let's save the climax for the end. You may not show your face, but your voice. Your voice is so unique, so easy to identify. After listening to you talk for hours on end, describing bloody, gory murder scenes to me. I've heard it on the outside before. I'm closer than the others could possibly dream of. I could always follow you home, but you'll find that I'm much more polite than that. Cat and mouse is so overplayed. I like to give the other person something of a handicap. So, this is it. If you don't read my story, I know exactly what I'll do. I'll wait. I'll wait and wait in the same exact spot where I saw you last. It may take a while, so you'll get comfortable, knowing that I was making an empty threat here. when I finally spot you again, I'll approach you, again, giving you a fighting chance. I won't approach you directly, but you'll feel me watching you, maybe even catch me staring a few times, but set it aside as nothing. Before you return to your car, I'll have already caught up to you. How I'll follow you home? Well, that's a secret. I can't have you running away now. I might seriously hurt you if you do. You're too sweet for that. But even if you had become suspicious of my activity, and related it back to my story, you'll never believe it's a reality. Creepypasta is made to keep you on edge, right? I just wrote this to spook you, and the following events are just a coincidence, right? Once you go to sleep, late in the evening, I'll be inside your house. I'll have you know that I'm a master at hide and seek, though I play both roles when I am in charge of the game. You'd like to think that you'd wake up before I get to you, or stay awake so that I'll have to wait some more, wouldn't you? I expect you to be an adequate prey, knowing how others survive these situations so well, but more often than not, the bad guy wins in the end. That's what these tales are about, of course. You're far too precious for me to be too rough with you. You'll have nothing to worry about. I'll just come in and lay on top of you for just a moment, admiring the sound of your breath, your scent. But I know I can't stay like that for long. I'll slide my needle into your arm. I can only expect the sting will wake you up, but I'll be there to help you get back to sleep, cupping your cheek and whispering to you. The medication will quickly send you back to sleep, and before you know it, you'll wake again, bound to a chair, not too terribly tight. I don't want to hurt you, but enough to keep you down. Once you're lucid enough, I'll explain to you who I am. I'll even give you my name, so you can scream it at me as you beg for me to let you go. Won't that be thrilling for me? But at this point, I just can't let you free. You're here for a reason. I will make you read for me. Again, I don't want to hurt you. If you refuse, I'll leave betraying you up to your own body. Perhaps you'll fight it, or perhaps you'll wimp out at the slightest rumble of your stomach. I'd like to think you'd fight it for as long as possible. I'd like to think that you feel that strongly towards me. But once you do cave in, I'll gladly feed you and clean you up, as long as you continue to read for me. You'll read my story first, just to remind you why you're here, before reading all the stories I ever requested that you never took the time to read. I might have you read old classics, even if I've heard you read them before. Live performances are always so much better. If you misbehave for too long, I'm sad to say, I might just have to punish you. Maybe I'll break glass over your head, making you scream until you lose that beautiful voice of yours. Perhaps I'll force you to read my story, digging a knife into the back of your neck if you refuse, and ripping at the open wound every time you stutter or mess up. Once I get what I want, and you become too much of an annoyance to take care of anymore, sadly, I'll be done with you. If you've been good to me, I'll make it as quick as possible. But if you end up fighting it all the way, I'll make you bleed to death until you've told me all of your last words. I'll even record them and post them on your channel. Your fans will be so sad with you not updating on a regular basis. They'll deserve it, but they'll live. They have other creepypasta readers to listen to, and so will I. Now repeat after me. I will do anything to make my fans happy.